I am from Wichita Falls, Texas, born and raised, left for a few years when I joined the Army, but came right back. My vegan journey is due to me having, first, my autoimmune disorders that I have. Just researching and showing how much better a plant-based diet is, I decided to do that, and now it's become a lifestyle for me. And I found you guys. I'd listened to your podcast quite a few times, and then at the end of it, you said, "Are you tired of being a fat vegan?" And I'm like, oh my God, that's me. Like I've got all the Oreos and all the other stuff, but I want to know more and I want the good stuff. So, and that's when I jumped on board. Everyone in my family, they eat meat up until just a couple of weeks ago. And I made a dinner for everyone and I snuck in some fake meat and nobody knew the difference. I didn't realize that my protein source was so lacking. I mean, I worked out. I'm a cyclist. I was cycling. I wasn't lifting any weights, but my protein source went from 25 grams of protein a day because I was eating nothing but just salads pretty much. And, fruits and a few veggies here and there, fruits and veggies and then nuts and seeds. But I didn't realize how important the protein aspect of it was. And once I joined the program, I went from my 25 grams of protein to 130 grams of protein. That was challenging in itself, but Chaz worked with me and it was a gradual increase for me to help me out. And it was great. And so now the protein's definitely not an issue. I've got all these different protein sources that I can get it from. I actually just made a lentil loaf in between our first call this morning and this one. I made one, so I'll have that meal prepped for the week. Air fry some sweet potatoes. I found a new recipe that has a tofu dressing that goes over your burger pretty much. Instead of a hamburger, it's like a veggie burger, but it has a protein sauce that goes over it. That's pretty cool. I have my certification in functional medicine nutrition, but I just didn't get the protein aspect of it and the different tweaks on your macros that your group does compared to all others. I've researched quite a few, and probably 90% of them aren't vegan. There are a couple of others that are vegan, but they didn't give you the whole package. With Game Changers Academy, you get your coaching one-on-one, you get your nutrition broke down, you have a chef that gives you a list, a nutritionist that gives you a list for your meals down to your breakfast, your snacks, everything. And then as you grow in the program, you can alter those meals better for your taste and things like that. Your workouts, getting your steps in. I mean, I knew I was walking throughout the day, but I didn't realize how little I was moving. I'm getting stuff done. I was constantly busy. When you start tracking your steps throughout the day, it makes a big difference. So with your program, it's literally all of it, the whole package. And then you have the live calls that we get on several times throughout the week where the questions and answers and things like that. It's been great. If you look at from the day that I started, I actually got started in the program about a week and a half to 2 weeks earlier than my actual start date. When you sign up, they give you everything a little bit ahead of time. So I started working on it. So the numbers that you guys have are a little bit different. I've actually lost close to 16 pounds so far, which is great. It has slowed down a little bit, but I've been lifting a lot more weights. So I'm seeing definition in my legs. My cycling time has gone up 4 miles an hour compared to what it was. That's been a really big difference for me because I was constantly struggling trying to improve it. And I couldn't, and it was hard. And I think it was the lack of protein and not having definition and the concentration on the foods and things that the Game Changers Academy has. I think I was really lacking in that, but it's really helped out a bunch. Going to the gym, doing my squat hasn't been an issue. I'm upping the weights every time I go in, so that's been a plus. Incorporating the weights has been huge for me. Like I'm feeling so much stronger. You gain a family with these guys when you get on the call with them, 2 and 3 times a week and you get to know them. I've got a few of them that we message each other back and forth on Messenger and things like that. And hey, have you tried this? Have you tried this? And it's a big family and it's nice to have that. My coaching has been amazing, but also learning the different food choices. You know, you can read book, and a lot of these vegan books will say, you know, like eat a bowl of beans, that's going to be your protein. Make a chickpea salad, that's going to be your protein. You can't do it that way. It's not sustainable. Just the teachings that you get and the coaching you get is probably my number one best takeaway from the program so far.